symbol CTIX. This one right here is always requested throughout the shows. I see a lot of requests for it on the MVP board, a lot of picks for it, and it's a very popular ticker over here on investorshangout.com. So thanks again to all of our members, every single one of them. Shout out to the CTIX board. We appreciate the support, and we appreciate you using our forums for sure. So let's take a look at the stock chart. I didn't want to open that and say, oh, this isn't looking too good kind of thing, you know, and that's not what we're going to be doing here. So I believe that we looked through this one a while ago. I want to say on December 5th on the last stock contest, when we went through all them tickers. We're going to take a look at a few of those tickers today. But CTIX, nope, wasn't on that one. Maybe it was sooner. Maybe it was in the last streams, Joe, that we took a look at this. But it looks like it's been a while. CTIX at $1.29. I looked at this on October 3rd, and I put hold on TA. So let's head over to October 3rd first and see where we're at there. Okay, so I usually stick with the short terms, okay? But I felt on October 3rd, if you're watching this, if you're interested in this one, I said on our stream over here on October 3rd that I felt that it was going to start to dip. We keep it short term, but it did dip 3 days right there, right after we said that, but it bounced back up, okay? But the long term, which what I call, like I said, a week or two, is what I always state as a long term. It dipped down, okay? Something happened, obviously, I'm guessing, around early November when we seen this big pop right here. And this big pop, you literally went from a low that day of $1.07 hitting a high of $1.50 just under about 2 weeks later. But then you dip back down. And I don't know why. I'm sure there's a reason for it. We're just going off the technicals. But if you look at the technical part, getting outside that upper boundary band, you heading down to that 10-day, you fell through that. Now you fell through that 20, you fell through that 30. That's where I don't like when that happens. Okay, because when that happens, I mean, you're working off of support lines of previous past closes. And that could be anything way back here to even further back here. I mean, that's where you're going to draw those lines. So you can literally draw this line straight across from there and use that as like a support line. But this is the good news now. Let's talk about what's going on right now. I want to look into the history here before I jumped in and give Joe a little bit extra time to pull up the information that he might need to talk about it. So once you drop down below these simple day moving average, okay, you got down there. This one really, really low here, but it started turning around, started getting sideways. The volume started getting more and more steady. You can see that down here. That volume started getting steady, and you started working your way up. You got to that 10-day simple moving average, and you plowed through it. But here's the good thing. Now you've got the 30 and the 20-day simple moving average tying together here. You see that cross. Okay, you see that cross coming in here. I can pull this on over for you. You got that cross starting to form. I wouldn't use that as a mega indicator, but it's definitely going under. I know people call them different crosses, golden crosses and stuff like that. So you can use that as much as you might want. But right here, you're testing it right now. So in my opinion, this 10-day and this 20-day is going to start squeezing together here. And this stock ticker is going to either go up or down. If it breaks through here, you guys are going to rock and roll. Honestly, if it really does, because you're going to pound through. You already got through the 10-day, and that was a big key point right here. You got through it, you took off, you fell through it, you fell out. So now you're making through it. I am going to go with my final decision on CTIX, currently trading at $1.22. I believe CTIX is going to head up if the volume continues. If this volume continues the way it's been, I believe CTIX is going to pound through those and essentially have a blue sky breakout. They like to say, I wouldn't call it full blue sky, but you're not going to have any resistance levels as far as simple day moving averages. That's all I have to add for CTIX. If you've got anything to add here, any of those key points and dates.
Let's see, they've had some news. There was news yesterday on them. It was let's see, Cellceutix reports advancing in development Kevitrin as an oral ovarian cancer treatment. Company seeks to develop world's first P53 modulating oral cancer drug. So they basically reported advances in that. So then let me see. I mean, I could go sit there and read this whole thing, but I'll just try to pull up like basically what it is. So support.
So basically,
Kinda
this
just
is
pull
what we're
a
gonna
key
do,
part of it, you know?
right?
It's
And
a
what I was
long
just
press release.
thinking here, I'm gonna add a little funny logo to these videos.
Well,
And
whenever you're waiting for me to go through, it almost like the what's that thing? What's that show where what's that show now? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
But
where like they're waiting, like the one with Alex Trebek.
yeah, no. What I was thinking about doing, we can add in
What?
like a little GIF, a GIF. Add in story time.
Yeah.
Rocking it out. So
Yeah,
CTIX.
show Mr. Rogers putting on his thing there.
Yeah,
His
his shoes.
sweatshirt. His sweatshirt and shoes.
Don't
That'd be
tempt me.
awesome.
I'll you know
Yeah.
me, man.
No, I know
I'll
you
get
would.
into
That's why I'm just joking. Don't. It would be funny. I don't care.
no.
Doesn't matter to me.
Hey,
It's nothing worse. I mean, think about it. Like I was thinking about something today because of how you had to go to the school. Like at least when you go to your son's school, like at my son's school, all these teachers think I'm a stripper, like a male stripper, and it's crazy. You know what I mean? So like I almost feel uncomfortable going to my son's school. It's a price. It's not that long of a story, but it's a little different.
Well,
Like
yeah, because I mean, getting off topic a little
I'll
bit.
get into it. Yeah. I'll bring that up sometime. I'll tell you guys the story of
Well,
why my
like,
son's school think I'm a stripper
yeah.
because it's
Well, Joe's like a very very well dressed, you know, um how can I like very clean, shave, clean, hair done, really nice clothes all the time. And I'm the complete opposite. I mean, I shave, I keep my head shaved all the time, but I mean, I I always wear like basketball shorts and t-shirts. A lot of that's because I have a bad back and my back's completely shot. But I'm just like super low key where they're like, who's this guy? But like I go downstairs and I sit behind my computers and I'm just like a code junkie. You know what I mean? Just sitting there drinking coffee and vaping, just coding like and it's just yeah. So you go in there, I go into school and they're like, who's this guy? And Joe goes in there and he's like, oh, the stripper's here. So CTIX again,
Yeah.
like I said, to get back on this, this board alone has had over 5,000 views today, just for today. So good job over there, you guys. I no nothing personal. I don't board mark all the boards here because I use my favorites as an example. So if you follow CTIX, make sure you head over to investorshangout.com. Type CTIX in the top right hand corner. When you get to the board, you click on board mark. This board will then come up in your favorites. Okay, so everybody that's watching, if you're not sure how to do this, you can do this with every board. You click on the CTIX board, bring it back there. So next time you just log in, you click on your favorites, and then that CTIX board will be right there. So
So let me go. This key point in this press release they did yesterday. So they're a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company that's developing innovative therapies with dermatology, oncology, anti-inflammatory, and antibiotic applications. They're pleased to announce today the selection of contract research organizations, CROs, to initiate additional non-clinical studies to support the potential transition to oral dosing of Kevitrin for ovarian cancer. So Cellceutix continues to build upon the successful phase 1 trial evaluation of Kevitrin in treating advanced solid tumors conducted at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute and Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. Kevitrin in 5 form was shown to safely modulate in a non-geotoxic manner the key tumor suppressor protein P53 as measured through increased expression of P21, key downstream biometric. So Cellceutix is advancing Kevitrin under the orphan drug designation from the Food and Drug Administration for the treatment of ovarian cancer, which would qualify it for the developmental incentives and potential additional 7 years of market exclusivity upon drug approval. So that's pretty big news right there. So how was the market yesterday with it? See?
Market was pretty good. I mean, you hit a low of $1.15 up to a high of $1.25.
Yeah.
You
So
had a
this
little.
is definitely, this one is something that people should definitely pay attention to. It's got like a history, not a history of the company being bad, but like where, I mean, there's some shisty people out there in this world, unfortunately, and somebody, from my understanding, went to their actual headquarters, took pictures of the place while they were closed, maybe even on the weekend or something. I'm not really sure. I don't know the whole story because I'm not invested in the company, so I don't necessarily sit there and research everything. But they took pictures and then they submitted how they're like not even in business and it's a share selling, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So all that happened, and the next thing you got ambulance chasers that come out there that play that vicious game. I'm sure that game won't last too much longer, but that's that. So maybe somebody else that's like you're very familiar with the company could kind of give us more of a heads up on exactly what happened. Because from my understanding, that they had to go to court for it and everything. It's just craziness.
Hmm.
So when you have small companies or startup companies that are growing and you have people like that are sitting there doing everything in their nature to basically prevent them from going anywhere, it's just bullshit. And this would be a prime example of somebody trying to bring something down that necessarily shouldn't, at their own selfish greed.
All right. Well, like I said, everybody over there on the board, we definitely appreciate you guys adding to the board on the CTIX board. You guys watch what I do. When Joe was talking here, if you click on favorites, click on the CTIX board. It'll be there. After you click that board mark, here's all the posts from the users. So, hey, you use that thumbs up button. You see something you like, hit that thumbs up button for all of the posts over there for the ones that, like I said, you're checking out. It's on all the boards also. So, yeah, that's stock ticker symbol CTIX. Like Joe said, yeah, keep an eye on this one. Definitely keep an eye on it. The volume's looking good for today too. It really does. Again, thank you everybody over there on CTIX. And if you're looking for the stream, investorshangout.com/live.